Hello Internet, my name's the Corduroy Gamer, and today we are following 3 survivors from a crashed space liner on their journey to survive. This of course is Rimworld, as you can see by the title right here. This is in early access. We're playing version Alpha 8, and I've got 2 mods installed. I've got the EBD or the EDB interface. Basically, this mod, it cleans up Rimworld's interface, mainly because this is an alpha mod, and it just makes it more pleasant to play with, if I could describe it. And then I have Mechanical Defense 2, which this mod, it allows you to build things like drones and also to defend your area better, because there's not many ways to defend your colony as of the current build. There's only really turrets and mortars that you can do. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a new world. We're going to name this the Corduroy Gamer. That's going to be the seed. But I don't know, it's 200, that's good enough. Let's generate the world. Alright, so we have Acrob Septimus. So I've played a little bit of Rimworld, so I know a little bit more than the average person would. So I'm gonna say, I don't know, this place looks pretty nice. Not complaining. We've got a village right there of a different tribe, I think is what they're called. I can't remember the names of them. A different colony, basically. In that colony, they could either be hostile or friendly to us. That'll be randomly generated when we go here. So we're going to create a new colony. So these are the AI storytellers. Basically, depending on who you choose, you're going to have a different experience in the game. You have Cassandra Classic, who... Cassandra is basically your progress. As time goes on, the game gets harder. You have Phoebe Base Builder, who her job basically let you build a base. That's about it. This is if you don't want too much of a challenge and you just want to play leisurely, you're going to want to go with this one. And then we have Randy Random, who by far is one of the hardest people ever. He will just give you something out of the blue. Could be good, could be bad, but there's really no telling what's going to come next. So I think we're going to go with Cassandra Classic, and we're going to go on rough mode. Basically, I've played casual and challenge. Rough seems to be a good medium between the two. It's just easy. It's not easy to play as, but it's got a lot more playability in rough mode. So we're going to select Acrob Septimus. Alright, now here we go. We'll just go right around here. This will be where our home's going to reside. We'll select right here, and now, as you can see, we have 3 colonists here. These are going to be our starting people. And normally it's not very easy to get someone good right off the bat, because these are your first 3 colonists, so you want to be a little bit picky about it. You don't want to just settle for someone who is good enough. Otherwise, you're not going to have as good of a time getting started. Like, let's see here. We've got a medieval slave, which these backstories, basically, they just change the different number set right here. So they're incapable of none. They're an herbalist, which means they're good at medicine. Physically deaf. Let's see here. So she just isn't affected by psychic phenomenon. That's not too bad, I must say. Plus a machinist, which there's something exciting about getting hurt. So she likes getting hurt. And she's also really good at medicine. You know, this might be a good person to put here. Alright, so we've got Blue. This is the first name, the nickname, and then the last name. It changes depending on the person. So then let's see here. We've got a miner who has a passion, a burning passion for mining. And you've got this tiny little fireball here, which is they're interested in it, but they're not completely passionate about it. Those, they allow XP to gain better, because these skills will level up after doing the activities more. So basically, if we have her go mining a bunch, she's going to get a very higher skill than this. So you're a pessimist, -8 mood effect constantly, and is one. I like this character. I think I might deal with the pessimist. It's not too hard to work with. Then let's see here. Incapable of artistic and mining. That's not very good. I don't want two people who are just really bad at stuff. That won't work very well. See here. So a civil servant and a medieval slave. Incapable of none. I think we have all females here. You know, whatever. Let's go with it. These people, they're good enough for me. I know I said I'm going to be very picky, but this is about the best you're going to get, really. It's the only trait that I would have changed was that pessimist, but I can deal with that. That's not too much. Alright, so we're generating the map here. And then each map, as you can tell, it's going to be randomly generated depending on where you are. So the three of you awaken in your cryosleep or your crypto-sleep sarcophagi, and the sound of sirens and ripping metal, you barely get to the escape pods before the ship is torn apart. Sometime later, you land on this unknown Rimworld. As a piece of shredded starship falls around you, you start making plans to survive. So we're going to let our people crash down, and then we're going to pause it. Alright, so everyone is free. Then we're just going to take a look around the map. So let's see here. We've got some Muffalo right there. More Muffalo down here. Got a cryosleep chamber right here. Some swampland. Ooh, I'm thinking where we actually spawned might just be a good place to set up. Yeah, just right up here. Disassemble this wall and we can just kind of have our people right up here. So basically, what we're going to do right off the bat is we are going to unforbid this wood, these health kits, the food. Then let's see here. So, who is our best shooter? You're not very good at shooting. You have a passionate for shooting. So we'll have you equip the Lee Enfield. You are okay at melee. You're just not good at anything, so you'll... Yeah, you can equip the knife. And then lady, you will equip the pistol. Now I'm just going to let all of them do that. Alright, so now that we have all of this, we are going to get rid of that, zoom out a little bit, and first of all, we're going to open up our architect. We're going to claim this right here. And that right there. This will give us the ability to deconstruct these now, because I don't need those right there. But so, right here, this is our priorities. Basically, this will tell our colonists what they are allowed to do. Personally, I like this one better. It's way more useful in getting the job done. So I normally set firefighting to 2. So you're going to be a good doctor. You'll be a 2 on a doctor, while everyone else will be up to 3. It's kind of important that they're going to be doctors. We want everyone to warden at least once. You've got an 8 social skill, which means you're going to be our main warden. Cooking, we want everyone to cook at least once. But you will also be our main chef. You can all be hunters. You're better at hunting, though, so I'll put that skill up. Everyone can do some construction. Right now, you're going to be a 1 on construction and repairing, but I want everyone to be able to repair and grow. So that should be at least a 2 for growing. Mining, you're going to be up at a 1. We want that to be the most important job for you. Everyone can cut plants, craft, make art, clean, and research. Hauling, let's change that to a 3. I believe we should be good for our priorities. Let's see here with the factions. We've only got one faction that we aren't enemies with. These two, they're hostile and they will attack us. We just need to basically send them silver. That's about all you can do, just to make them a little bit more friendly towards us. So, what we want to do right off the bat is, I like to create a stockpile right away so that they have somewhere to put everything. So right here seems good. We're going to make this kind of big so that they have enough room for everything. Then we're going to make a second stockpile. Actually, I'm going to cancel that one. Make sure I have a dumping stockpile. Now this stockpile, this is for the things that aren't allowed in this stockpile. Like rocks right here. Those would take up a lot of space, so they're going to go on this one instead. So now that we have all of this set up, I want to set up some growing zones. We need to start growing our food right away because food is going to get very scarce by the time winter comes. So I'm going to want some of these. I don't think it matters that much that we have a little bit of the land gone. We'll just do that. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's wonderful. And then let's see here. So down here we are going to have a small cotton field. And then I don't want that right there. I need to create a different growing zone to do this. There we go. Alright, now time to set the actual zones. This growing zone is going to be potatoes work. That'll be strawberry. Down here is going to be cotton, and this will be zerganium. I don't know what to call it. But basically that stuff right there is going to allow us to, it makes medicinal herbs so we can use it as medicine instead of these blue boxes here and save those for the medical procedures. So I'm thinking what we want to do right now is just let them begin hauling or growing, whichever one they want. You're gonna haul priority. Okay, that's fine. I don't mind that. I will allow the others to start doing that, and then while they're doing that, we're going to plan out. Yeah, we're going to plan out our rooms. So we've got this right here, which we can work with this. We can cut out all of this. And let's see here. We can put a wall right there. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's see here. We can do one of these. Go 2 across. Make that a room. There's that right there. That's going to be 2 rooms. Now we need a third one. There we go. So we've got the bedrooms planned out up here. Those should be plenty of room for them to do things. Then let's see here. Now we need a kitchen area, somewhere where they can do all of their cooking. Which I believe we can just do this right here. Actually, I'll make this a little bit bigger so that they can have, this will basically just be a multi-purpose machining room. Let's see here. Yeah, like that'll work. And then over here, we are going to have an offshooting room. That shall go like so. And go back around here. Now this I'm not going to be using right away. This is going to be a freezer. I don't need that immediately. We don't have to really worry about that as long as we've got our food growing. But I'm going to have that for later, just so that once we have our rooms built up, we can actually store food inside of here and it will not go bad. So they're moving everything. I'm going to speed them up a little bit so that they get everything done. Just make sure that they haul everything and then start farming. They're almost done to be entirely out. That's pretty nice. Not going to complain about them working with a little bit of speed. So we've just got to finish planting, which that's not going to be a hassle at all. Once they get all those planted, then I will start assigning the building tasks. But until then, I just want to see them get done with that. Now, let's just check up on their health really quick. Yeah, they're running out of sleep. So they're going to need to sleep soon. I don't have a problem with that. I just need to wait and let them continue to move everything. Shouldn't be too long. Okay, so now the colonists are idle. Now we can build the bedrooms. So I'm going to have them mine right there. Mine all the way out to here. And mine that. Alright. Colonists, you can just go do that. Get all that done so you can work on creating your bedrooms. Because bedrooms are pretty important, I must say. So they're tired. That's -8. They'll be fine. Yeah, they'll be fine. No one needs sleep on this colony. Yeah, that's fine. They're very tired. It's okay. It's okay. Just gotta build your room and you'll be fine. Once you build your room, sleep away. Actually, let's go to structure. Actually, furniture. Make wooden beds. Gonna put your bed right there, your bed right there, and then your bed right there. So that they can all have a nice resting place. Okay, you're gonna build them and immediately go to bed. No problem. I understand why you're tired. It's okay. Alright, and then now that they have that, we are going to go and change this to conduit walls. I find that building conduit walls right off the bat, it's a lot smarter of an idea. Because basically you're running power through your walls when you eventually get it. So you don't have to worry about just running energy conduits everywhere and making it look really ugly. I like designing things and making my areas look at least somewhat good. So there we go, we're going to attach some wooden doors on there. Just let them work with that. Also, we are going to need to chop a little bit of wood. So just mark these trees to be cut. There we go, now they're getting everything in place. No problem, that's really nice. Just gotta let them build it all now. They're going a lot faster than I thought. I'm not gonna complain. It's pretty nice, actually, having them just get everything done. Alright, so they're working on the walls. I'm not sure if anyone's chopped any trees yet. I don't think so. I think they're prioritizing building, which isn't a bad thing. Let's see here. How are we doing on food? We're good on food. Our crops are growing. The rooms are almost complete. They're chopping wood. Alright, now they're going to bed as well. So we're going to have them haul this stone in here. We don't need that. Make sure that they get that out of the way for future reference. Then I also want to create a prisoner room so that I can actually take prisoners when I do encounter an enemy. Or at least it'll be very beneficial to do it. So they're chopping down more wood. Do we not have any in the stockpile? We're almost out of wood. So they just need to finish. There we go. Finish with the walls. Alright, then we want to chop the wood in here. Let's not harvest. Cut that plant. Just have them get rid of all that. And then we want to add a wooden floor to this. It is very early to be adding a wooden floor. I know that. But I like to keep their sanity up as high as I can, so making their rooms look good is probably the first priority. Alright, so that floor is almost installed. They're taking out the trees. This is going a lot better than I had thought. You know, this is pretty nice, I must say. things are going swimmingly. Now we've got some steel right there. That is the only steel in the area. Just let them finish that up. No problem. There we go. They're finishing up building. Just need to put a little bit more wood into it. Alright, so now 3 colonists idle. What would I like to have them do next? I would like them to chop wood. If I could. We are running pretty low. So chopping wood is probably the next best solution. There we go. Just getting everyone doing something at least. That's my first priority. So let's see here. We've got a fair amount of wood. Not a large amount, but it's not terrible. Alright, a local wild boar has gone mad. It'll attack everyone it sees. Alright, so we're going to jump to this boar. Then we're going to set it to hunt that so that we know what it is. So the boar is going to head over to our actual area. This is a wreckage cluster that's fallen. We do not need that right now. It's just marble blocks. I don't want to have my people going all the way over there. So, we're going to let the boar do his thing. Oh. There we go. Oh. Let's see here. You have the knife. I'm going to draft you and have you go knife that. Take the boar out. There we go. How's your health doing? You've got a scratch. And you've got a couple scratches. Okay, so in here, what we're going to do with this tiny house for now, we're going to put in another wooden bed like so. Just let someone work on that. Undraft you. Nope. Alright, are you working on the bed? It looks like you are. That's very good. There we go. So you've built the bed. Gonna set that as medical. Now, you see, Blue is going to sleep there. And then she's going to get taken care of by the doctor. So let's see if we look at her health. Yep, she's been patched up. So then Lady also needs to be patched up. Yes, she's bleeding. But not very quickly. She's getting medical attention inside of her bed, so that's good. That's really good, I must say. Alright, so what we've collected some cotton. Boar's dead. Collecting potatoes. The strawberries are almost done. And they are still working on the trees, but they are making progress, that's for sure. So let's see here, just let them continue what they're doing. Really hope that I don't get attacked anytime soon. I'd like to continue this streak of only tiny boars. Alright, so is that 2 more trees. Alright, they're going to be taken out by the end of the day, and then they're going to go to bed. Alright, so next I'm thinking, because they are so busy, gonna set them to mine out this, and then also this for the future. Just so that we have it ready. Alright, so we have to name our area. I suppose we shall name it the Corduroy Outpost. Sounds good enough to me. All of them are Corduroyans. Yeah, Corduroyans. See here, so you're gonna be mining. Alright, you guys are all on mining, you know, that's not bad. And we have exposed some compact steel, which means we're going to have our people mine that next as well. Alright, so you guys are going to be harvesting the food. you're going to be hauling it back there. So they got a really large amount of teamwork. We've got Rahar, who's going to be continuously mining. This is pretty good, but we have reached the 25-minute mark. I believe this is where I'm going to call the first episode of Rimworld. I hope you've enjoyed, Internet, and I will catch you in the next episode where we do something. Alright, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you later.